of the day. I am Lakshman Jajodia, Assistant Professor, GS College of Commerce, Wardha. In the last video of Business Finance, we have discussed about what is equity share, what are its characteristics or features, what are its merits and demerits. In this lecture, we will discuss about another type of share, that is preference share. As the name suggests, the word preference means they are given certain type of preference with respect to some things. That is why they are known as preference shares. So, on the basis of this, we can say preference share are those shares which carry certain preferential rights with respect to dividend and repayment of capital over equity shares. That is why they are known as preference shares. Certain extra rights are being given to preference shareholder than equity shareholder that make them preferential in nature. That is why the name is preference share. Speaking on the characteristics of preference share, the very first characteristics is prior claim on the income. For an shareholder, dividend is a form of income which the shareholders receive. That is what is being in the case of preference share. They have right to receive prior claim on the dividend before equity shareholders after receiving the net profit, after deducting the reserves. They can avail the dividend before equity shareholder. That is first characteristic. Second, prior claim on the asset. With respect to the liquidation or winding up of the company, equity shareholders are the last receivers of any kind of claim in refunding of the capital, whereas preference shareholders are being given preference in repayment of equity, repayment of capital before equity shareholders. For say, after settling all the creditors, whether secured or unsecured, next number would be of the preference shareholder and the last number would be of the equity shareholder. Third thing is, it is hybrid form of security. It means that we can see that it contains certain feature of equity share, whereas it also contains certain features of debentures, which we are going to discuss in the coming videos. What features of equity share? They are shareholders, they are owners of the company. What features of the debenture holders? You can say that they receive fixed rate of dividend. That is a feature of debentures or debenture holder. That is why it is known as a hybrid form of security which has characteristics of both debt and shares. Last thing is no control. Equity shareholders can participate in the working of the company, can vote. Likewise, these shareholders don't have any kind of rights. That is why there is less control of them in the company, which makes it desirable for a company to issue preference share. When we speak of rights of preference shareholder, the very first right is right to income. They have very right which equity shareholder also have to receive the dividend whenever in the case the company is in profit and is declaring dividend. They are having a right to have that dividend. Second thing is to have right of the knowledge of the corporate affairs. Similarly, they also have right to take the look at all the corporate affairs which a company is having, so they can overlook whether is there any kind of mischievous activity carrying out or not. Then they have right to assess the book or to check the books or registers of the company, so that they can satisfy themselves with the criteria that there is not any kind of mismanagement in the company. Next thing is they perfectly have the right to transfer the shares from one person to another person. Suppose that A is having certain preference share, they can definitely sold that share by going to the capital market where shares are normally traded. They can transfer it to some other person against a fixed price which is determined by the market itself. And the last one is they again have the right to protect the company against any kind of activities which could result in the winding up or liquidation of the company. They can go to court of law against the management for mismanaging the company activities. Now we will discuss about the advantages of preference share. The very first advantage from the aspect of shareholder is they enjoy certain types of preferential right, as we have discussed in the definition. They have two preferential right. Very first is they have preference in receiving dividend over equity shares and receiving capital or redemption of capital over the equity shareholders. These are the two certain preferential rights which they enjoy. Second thing is, which we have discussed in the right to income criteria, that they receive the hybrid form of security criteria. They have right to receive fixed rate of dividend. That is why it is always known to an shareholder ki what amount of income he or she is going to receive after the company is declaring the dividend. They enjoy fixed rate of dividend, no fluctuating rate is allowed. Next, less risky is the third advantage of the preference shares. As we have certain preferential rights, as we have fixed rate of dividend, it makes the security or investment very easy in preference shareholder, which attracts the investor due to the less risk. From the company point of view, the very first point is there is no dilution of control, as we know that equity shareholders are the real owners of the company. They enjoy voting right, but preference shareholders don't enjoy these kind of rights. That is why there is no dilution of control. Next thing is they are substitute to debentures because they enjoy the features of debentures also and equity shareholders also. In debenture we have to look after debt equity ratio, but by issuing preference share we can divert the need of the funds from debentures to preference shares. Next thing is there is no fixed burden on the company for paying the dividend. It is said that in the definition or in everything, dividend is declared out of profits only. In the case of loss situation, company is not able to give the dividend, and it should not be demanded by the shareholders, as company is already running in losses. It doesn't need to increase its further losses by giving the dividend. Last thing is it enhances credit worthiness of the firm, as the preference capital is not the debt capital. The debt equity ratio is maintained in the balance sheet, which helps the firm to have more credit worthiness for raising the debt financing. But along with these merits, certain demerits are there with the preference share, because everything comes with pros and cons. So we will discuss the cons, that is the limitations of preference share. Very first limitation is they are costly and expensive source of finance, because it requires large efforts of the company secretary as well as the other employees, along with the heavy stamp duty fees for the purpose of issuing preference share, which makes it costly. Second thing, no dividend is tax deductible item, as we all know. That is why there is no tax benefit by issuing the preference share, whereas same benefit can be taken from the debentures. Next thing is, from the point of view of shareholder, there are no voting rights to me as a shareholder if I am holding preference share. That is why it makes me less attractive go for preference shareholder, as I am not going to have the the benefit of knowing what is going in the meeting, and I cannot express my view in the meeting. Next thing is no charge on the asset until and unless all the creditors are not settled. Equity shareholder or preference shareholder do not enjoy any kind of charge on the asset. The creditors have the first charge on the asset, later on preference share, and lastly equity shareholders. Next thing is they cannot participate in the excess earnings whenever the company would made, as they have fixed rate of dividend. They do not have the benefit of enjoying the extra rate of dividend whenever there is a boom in the profit of the company. Last thing, if they are not satisfied with the working or the conditions of the environment of the company, they have to quit from the situation. They cannot hold with it. Now we will discuss certain types of preference shareholders. These are rather important from examination point of view also. The types are quite simple. We can divide it into the 4 categories. First would be on the basis of convertibility, on the basis of cumulation, on the basis of redemption, and the fourth would be on the basis of participation. Starting with the on the basis of cumulation, the very two types or four types, we all discuss all these types in the next lecture of the business finance. In that lecture we will discuss in detail what are the different types of preferential holders and what are the why the classification is made on the basis of four criteria, that is participation, conversion, cumulation and redemption. Until then, stay tuned. Thank you.